Did you know that countless seniors live with persistent joint pain in their knees and bones every day, convincing themselves it's inevitable? But what if I revealed that there's a kitchen item you normally throw away that can significantly alleviate these ailments? It may seem incredible, but thousands of people are already using this completely natural, affordable, and accessible solution. This content won't be a boring theoretical lecture or an incomprehensible medical discourse. It's more like sharing an intimate moment over coffee, sharing the incredible transformation my mother experienced. She was so sick she couldn't move due to excruciating pain until she experienced something that completely revolutionized her daily well-being and quality of life. But before continuing, please like the video, share it with people who might benefit from it, and let us know in the comments which city you follow our YouTube channel from. Discovering the extraordinary potential contained within a simple eggshell was like discovering a precious treasure among landfill-bound waste. In many cultures around the world, this practice has been a tradition for generations. People carefully grate the material, dry it thoroughly, incorporate it into their daily diet, and exploit it as a natural and powerful source of bioavailable calcium. Yet the vast majority of the population is completely unaware of the extraordinary therapeutic power contained in this seemingly insignificant substance. The most tragic situation is that every day, millions of people discard this precious resource without even realizing the opportunity they are literally throwing away, missing out on incredible benefits for their health and overall well-being. Extensive scientific research has shown that eggshell powder can increase bone density in a truly remarkable and clinically significant way. Yet no mainstream television channel will ever provide you with this crucial information, preferring instead to bombard you with advertisements for expensive synthetic supplements, when you already have an exceptional natural remedy at home just waiting to be discovered and used. The key is not only understanding the effectiveness of this revolutionary method, but above all, learning the correct and safe techniques to properly prepare it. I will share these essential procedures with you in detail throughout this explanation. My mother's medical diagnosis revealed severe bone deterioration that drastically affected her daily mobility. She could barely climb a single flight of stairs without experiencing intense pain. She had tried various therapies without success: pain creams, prescription medications, expensive commercial supplements, until we decided together to try this completely natural alternative approach. From that crucial moment, she began regularly consuming a small measured amount of eggshell powder daily, and within a few weeks, the improvements she achieved were truly impressive and unexpected. In this comprehensive guide, I'll walk you through the exact methodology we followed, the correct preparation techniques, the safe methods of consumption, and the scientific reasons why this solution can represent a decisive turning point for many people suffering from chronic and debilitating bone problems. But the surprises certainly don't end there, because you'll have the opportunity to discover other natural ingredients that, when properly combined, create an extremely powerful synergistic formula for your overall well-being. Stay focused until the end, because I'll share a special recipe combining eggshell, banana, and apple, capable of benefiting not only your bones, but also your immune system, digestion, and even your overall mood. This isn't just a traditional home remedy, but represents a real and concrete change that can radically transform your health, starting from the most basic foundation, your daily diet. The best part is that this solution is within everyone's reach, regardless of their financial situation. Prepare yourself mentally, because what follows could truly open your eyes to possibilities you've never considered before. We'll discuss in depth the extraordinary power of calcium naturally present in eggshells and techniques for transforming this apparent waste into an effective natural medicine for strengthening bones, nails, teeth, and much more. Most people automatically discard eggshells without even thinking about it. It simply seems like useless waste to be disposed of, doesn't it? But what very few people realize is that it holds one of the most formidable secrets to strengthening your skeletal system using exclusively natural methods. It's literally equivalent to throwing pure calcium in the trash, no exaggeration. The best part is that you don't need to spend a single cent to immediately begin enjoying these extraordinary health benefits. My mother began using the eggshell powder without much initial expectation, I must admit. However, within just a few weeks, her body began to respond positively to the treatment. She felt noticeably more stable when walking, experienced less pain in her knees, and even felt brave enough to return to gardening, an activity she had abandoned several years ago due to physical limitations. It was one of those seemingly insignificant decisions that end up completely changing your daily routine and your quality of life. The most interesting thing is that the benefits aren't limited to the skeletal system. The natural calcium found in eggshells also significantly strengthens teeth and nails, and even improves the functioning of the central nervous system. We're not talking about pharmaceutical capsules or synthetic pills with questionable ingredients. This is something you can prepare yourself in the comfort of your own home with complete safety, carefully following a few simple steps that I'll show you in detail. In some regions of the world, this beneficial practice has been common for generations. Grandmothers would carefully dry it, grind it finely, and use it as a natural supplement in their daily meals. Something so basic and natural, yet we've completely forgotten it in our modern society. Can you imagine all the benefits you could gain simply by changing this seemingly insignificant daily habit? Now tell me honestly, had you ever considered that eggshells could offer such significant health benefits? If this information has made a positive impression on you, wait until you see how to prepare them safely to reap all these benefits without any risks. Crushing an eggshell isn't simply a matter of casually shattering it and considering the job done. If you perform the process incorrectly, you could dangerously contaminate your food and seriously compromise your health. For this reason, it's absolutely essential to follow a rigorous and precise hygiene protocol before using it. Absolutely no improvisation is allowed during this crucial stage of the process. First step, wash thoroughly with running water and a small amount of mild soap, completely removing any residual traces of egg white or yolk. Up to this point, everything is relatively simple and within everyone's reach. Next, boil them for at least 10 minutes. Why this procedure? Because this process effectively eliminates any bacteria or pathogenic microorganisms that may be present on the outer surface. Even microscopic ones invisible to the naked eye must be discarded. Consider that the egg comes directly from the chicken coop, and even if you buy it apparently clean, you can never be sure what it touched during transport and handling. It's always better to be safe than sorry, don't you think? Once the boiling process is complete, let them dry completely, and then follow the crucial step. Put them in the oven for a few minutes at a moderate temperature. This process not only helps keep them perfectly dry, but also makes them crispier and considerably easier to finely chop. Once they've cooled completely, you can grind them using a powerful blender, a food processor, or even a traditional stone mortar. The key is to obtain a very fine powder without leaving large pieces that could be unpleasant or difficult to digest. You can store this precious powder in a perfectly dry, hermetically sealed glass container. It doesn't require refrigeration, but it must be protected from humidity to maintain its properties. With just a small spoonful daily, you're already doing something extraordinary for your body's well-being. You can add it to fruit juice, incorporate it into meals, or even mix it into your morning coffee. I'll reveal a special trick for this last use later that you'll surely love. Get it? You don't need to invest in expensive commercial synthetic supplements. You can produce your own natural calcium right at home with a little care and consistent use. Have you ever tried this approach before? Tell me in the comments. And stay tuned because in the next segment, you'll discover all the benefits this precious powder can bring to your health, beyond just strengthening your skeletal system. When we mention calcium, we instinctively think of strong bones, but eggshell powder offers benefits that extend far beyond this. Not only does it effectively help prevent osteoporosis and traumatic fractures, but it significantly strengthens teeth, nails, and even hair structure. It's like a natural multivitamin hidden in something you've always thoughtlessly discarded, completely free of charge. All this without chemical additives, without artificial preservatives, just pure, powerful, and authentic natural benefits. A friend of my mother's suffered from extremely brittle nails since she was young. She started taking half a spoonful of the powder daily, and within a few weeks, her nails had become noticeably stronger, without constantly breaking off layers. The same phenomenon occurred with her hair: reduced hair loss, increased strength, and more intense shine. All this without investing in expensive specialized shampoos or treatments that promise miraculous results but offer limited benefits, using only what you already have at home. But the benefits certainly don't stop at these aesthetic aspects. Did you know that it can also significantly reduce the symptoms of seasonal allergies and bronchial asthma? Certain minerals naturally present in eggshells help balance the immune system and reduce the body's inflammatory response. It may seem strange at first, but numerous testimonials confirm this observation. After starting regular intake, they noted a significant reduction in respiratory attacks. The body becomes more resistant and resilient to external factors. If you suffer from digestive disorders such as gastritis or diarrhea, pay particular attention to this information. This powder acts as a natural neutralizer of excessive gastric acidity. Being naturally alkaline, it helps balance the stomach's pH and effectively protects the intestinal lining from irritation. For this reason, many people take it on an empty stomach or before their main meals. This isn't an inexplicable miracle, but natural science in its purest and most pristine form. Another curious aspect concerns its positive effect on painful kidney stones. The calcium in eggshells, being completely natural, is absorbed more efficiently by the body and doesn't accumulate as problematically as synthetic calcium in commercial supplements. This mechanism helps prevent the formation of painful kidney stones, a very common problem in older adults. It's like providing the body with exactly what it needs without unnecessarily overloading it. This long-term benefit is reflected in your noticeable daily well-being. As you can see, something so basic can have numerous positive effects on overall health. We often look for extremely complicated solutions when the answer is literally right in front of our eyes. But wait, because the best is yet to come. In the next segment, I'll reveal a very special trick: how eggshell powder can completely transform your coffee experience, especially if you drink it on an empty stomach. Don't miss it. For countless people, coffee is something sacred, an indispensable morning ritual, a regenerating break between work activities, or simply an irreplaceable personal pleasure. But if you're one of those who drink it on an empty stomach, you've probably already experienced that burning sensation in your stomach or that annoying acidity that comes afterward. This is where a little-known but extremely effective trick comes into play. Adding a small amount of eggshell powder to coffee helps significantly reduce acidity and bitterness, just as you're reading this. This trick has been used in some regions for countless generations. A tiny amount, not even half a spoonful, mixed directly into the filter or brewed coffee is enough to achieve surprising results. The naturally present calcium carbonate works by neutralizing some of the characteristic acidity, making the coffee noticeably smoother on the palate without altering its distinctive original flavor. For those suffering from mild gastritis or gastric sensitivity, this can be a real and significant relief. My mother belonged to that category of people who loved coffee, but always had to accompany it with something solid to avoid the subsequent discomfort. Since she started using this beneficial powder, she's noticed she can finally enjoy the drink without the uncomfortable feeling that inevitably follows. Of course, this isn't a magic cure-all, nor does it replace appropriate medical treatment if you have diagnosed digestive problems, but it can provide significant natural relief when used in moderation and with common sense. The great thing is that this small change also provides calcium discreetly without you even realizing it. Imagine drinking your regular coffee, but now with added benefits for your bones, teeth, and even nails. However, always remember that every body is different, and if you have a specific condition diagnosed, it's always best to consult your doctor before incorporating anything new into your routine. Furthermore, this trick is so simple and inexpensive that many people adopt it without hesitation. It doesn't alter the distinctive flavor, doesn't affect the texture, and, in most cases, significantly improves the overall experience. If you're a coffee enthusiast, try this method for a couple of days and observe how you feel. If you decide to try it, tell me about your experience in the comments. Were you already familiar with this method? Has it worked effectively for you? I want to read your personal testimonials. Speaking of making better use of what we consume daily, In the next section, I'll show you the ideal calcium intake for each age group, so you'll know how much you really need and how to balance it with your daily diet. You'll definitely be surprised. We often hear that we need calcium for health, but how much is actually enough for our bodies? The truth is, it depends entirely on your age and current life stage. The needs of a growing child are different from those of a menopausal woman or a person over 70. Knowing that specific amount is essential for taking care of your bones, teeth, and overall health without overdoing it or falling short. For example, children between the ages of 10 and 13 require approximately 1,000 milligrams of calcium daily. This is a phase in which the body is building bone structure at its fastest rate. Postmenopausal women, on the other hand, may require up to 1,200 milligrams daily as the body begins to lose bone density more rapidly. Pregnant women or breastfeeding mothers may require up to 2,000 milligrams daily. A spoonful of eggshell powder provides approximately 800 milligrams of bioavailable calcium. But be careful, it's not about constantly taking more and more as if it were a magic universal supplement. It's about consciously complementing your diet, always adding to, never replacing, what your doctor has recommended, especially if you're already undergoing treatment or taking other specific supplements. The ideal is to distribute that amount of calcium throughout the day through different foods and combine it with vitamin D, which helps the body absorb it more effectively. For this reason, daily sun exposure or the consumption of foods like fish, eggs, and certain varieties of seeds contribute significantly. Shells can provide additional support, but not the sole pillar of the nutritional strategy. It's important to always remember that every body is distinctly different. What works effectively for one person may not be ideal for another. So, if you have any specific health conditions, are pregnant, or take medications regularly, the best solution is always to consult your healthcare professional before incorporating anything new, even if it's completely natural. This is the safest way to take responsible care of yourself. Now that you know how much calcium your body really needs, in the next segment, I'll show you how to combine eggshells with other natural ingredients like banana, apple, and cinnamon to create a delicious, nutritious, and powerful recipe for your immune system and gut health. Don't miss it. If you're already convinced of the extraordinary value of eggshells, imagine what they can accomplish when combined with other equally powerful and beneficial ingredients. This blend not only strengthens the skeletal system, but also improves digestion, boosts the immune system, and can even help you feel more energetic and positive. The key is to bring together what nature offers us in simple, homemade ways. Banana, for example, is rich in potassium and vitamin B6. It helps regulate blood sugar levels, improves overall mood, and promotes more restful sleep. Apple, for its part, provides beneficial fiber, powerful antioxidants, and a flavor that makes everything more palatable. Cinnamon, in addition to its delicious aroma, has anti-inflammatory and digestive properties that enhance the overall effect of the blend. It's incredibly simple to make and accessible to everyone. Simply chop half a ripe banana, add half an apple grated with the peel, a sprinkle of ground cinnamon, and, of course, a spoonful or two of eggshell powder, pre-cleaned and processed according to the directions. You can mix everything together in a pot of plain yogurt or a light, digestible porridge. It's ideal for breakfast or as a power snack in the afternoon when you're feeling low. This recipe is especially beneficial for those with sluggish bowels, weak immune systems, or who feel lacking energy throughout the day. It doesn't replace any main meal, but complements your diet in a delicious and natural way. It's also a convenient way to get calcium without the taste. Always remember, use it in moderation and pay attention to your body's reaction. If you're undergoing medical treatment or have conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or digestive disorders, it's best to discuss this recipe with your nutritionist or doctor before incorporating it into your daily routine. As I always say, natural doesn't automatically mean suitable for everyone. Taking care of yourself responsibly also means knowing how to ask for advice before experimenting. Are you motivated to make it? If you try it, tell me in the comments how you made it, if you modified any ingredients, or if you developed a customized version. In the next and final segment, we'll wrap up all of this with a transformative reflection and a question I want you to take away. Let's move forward together. Today, you've discovered that something as basic as an eggshell can have a real impact on your overall health. We've explored how to prepare it safely, how to use it in coffee, your body's calcium needs based on age, and even how to combine it with natural ingredients to boost your well-being. The best part is, all this without dubious miracle formulas, just by going back to the essentials and natural. Taking care of your body doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Often, what you need is already in your kitchen, waiting to be discovered and used wisely. But always remember, this is not a substitute for any prescribed medical treatment. It's a complement, a natural aid that, used responsibly and with the guidance of a professional when necessary, can make a significant difference. Imagine yourself in a few months physically stronger, with more energy, and feeling the satisfaction of having taken a step toward a healthier and more conscious existence. Small decisions like this can open the door to big changes in your quality of life. If this content has helped you see things from a different perspective, it's already more than justified the time invested. Now I'll ask you directly, will you continue to throw away the shells, or will you start using them for your health benefits? Leave your answer in the comments and let me know if you're ready to try any of the ideas presented in the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to the channel, like it, share it with anyone you know who needs this kind of information, and most importantly, comment on your age and the city you're watching this from. See you in the next one.